So you have fallen in love with a model home, with a new construction home. Now what? If that's what happened to you and that's where you are today, this is the right video to make sure that you don't get ripped off by the builder, and to make sure you find the best, you end up with the best home, the best layout, get the best options and the best price possible, and make sure you get your dream home, your new construction dream home, hassle-free. So stay tuned. All right, so if you have visited a model home like many of us have, and you walked away from there and you're like, wow, this is the home that I want to buy, here's what you need to do next. The first thing you have to make sure you do is get yourself pre-qualified. And here's why it's so important. Listen, if nobody wants to get ripped off, right? Everybody wants to make sure they get the best deal possible. The most important thing about getting yourself the best deal possible is, number one, to know what you can actually afford. All right, so get yourself pre-qualified. If you're going to be negotiating with the builder, they want to know that you can actually afford the home. You have leverage you have no leverage when you can't afford the home. So you want to make sure you have already spoken to the lender. If that builder that you're meeting with, if they have their own preferred lenders, you got to talk to them ahead of pricing out the house. So the first thing you want to do, get yourself pre-approved. And that's also important for another reason. You want to know up front if there's anything on your credit report, if you are borderline excellent credit, and if there's one or two things that you can remove or fix on your credit report, you want to know up front. All right? So get yourself pre-approved, talk to a lender, talk to qualified, amazing lenders out there, get yourself pre-qualified, pre-approved. Number two, once you are pre-approved, get yourself an agent. Find somebody who's done this before. And here's why it's important. There's a difference between a buyer agent and a seller agent. The person who's at the model home, their job, the outcome they're looking for is to get the builder the best possible outcome, right? Which means they're not there to protect you. They're not there to make sure that you get the best possible price. They're there to make sure the builder gets the best possible price possible and the best terms possible. So the second thing I would recommend you doing is find yourself an agent. If you don't already have an agent, find one. Find somebody who specializes, who's experienced in negotiating deals with builders, because you want to make sure. There are so many terms out there when you're buying a new home. It's not just about the house. It's about delivery date. It's about options. It's also about the lot. You want to make sure that you don't end up on the wrong lot. You don't want the lot that's facing the wrong direction. You don't want the lot that's in front of the busy road, for example. So having a representation, having a buyer representation there is going to be very helpful for you. So number two, find an agent. And preferably, you found that agent before you visit the model home. But let's say that you already visited the model home. Let's say that you already signed in and registered yourself with the builder, which for a lot of builders means that you have waived your rights to be represented by an agent. Don't worry. Still find yourself an agent and have that agent contact the builder and see if they can still represent you. Okay? Make sure you have somebody protecting you. Okay? Number three, once you've gotten yourself pre-approved, once you have found yourself an agent, a good agent, and if you need a recommendation for agents who are amazing, who's great at negotiating, who are experienced and specialized in terms of working with new construction homes and builders, let me know. I am more than happy to get you recommendations for wherever you are. If you are in the DC metro area, of course, we would love for the opportunity to help you guys out. If you are in any other place around North America or even around the world. Guess what? I have connections, I have partners, I'm a part of a large network of amazing agents that I can get you in touch with. So finding an agent, if you have one, great. If you don't, let me know. I am more than happy to make that connection for you. Number 3, you schedule yourself a time to actually pick your options, to go back to the builder, to go with the builder rep, and with an agent, you're gonna sit down and you're gonna pick options, okay? So number 3, schedule a time to pick your options. Depending on the builder that you're gonna be working with, some builders allows you to pick every single option there at that first meeting. Some builders will not. Some builders want you to just pick the options such as, if you want lights, any recessed lights, if you want to upgrade the kitchen, those kind of things you want to know up front, okay? So schedule a time with your agent to meet with the builder, to sit with the builder's rep, and then pick what elevation you want, what floor plan you want. If you want brick front, if you want brick all around the house, if you want specific walls to be taken down, you want to have that conversation first, okay? And again, I highly recommend having an agent, having your own agent there to protect you. And some of you are asking also, hey, do I have to pay that agent? That's a very good question. The answer is no, okay? So with every single builder, they all have already set aside a budget to pay for your buyer's agency, for your buyer's agent to be there to protect you. So this will not cost you any more money, and you're not gonna get a better deal by going in there without an agent. The agent will end up getting you a better deal. When you're working with our team, we'll guarantee you're gonna get more stuff out of that builder. We'll guarantee you're gonna get cheaper pricing. So get yourself an agent. So again, step number 3, schedule a time to pick the options, elevations, finishes, layout, the lot, the floor plan. You pick that first, okay? Some builders will allow you to pick specific, if you want to upgrade the kitchen to a different level, you can, some builders will allow you to do that there. Some builders will allow you to also upgrade the flooring on that first meeting. Some builders who are more customized, custom builders hire, they won't allow you to do all the details for all the options, but they can give you an idea pricing wise if you want to change the carpet going up the stairs to your bedroom to hardwood floors. They can give you an idea how much that will cost. That's really important to know up front, because before we can negotiate the best price possible for you, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, we want to know what's actually important to you. So I personally always tell all of my buyers, hey, let's build that dream home. Let's find out, worst case scenario, the home in the lot that you want, with the floor plan that you want, with the elevation that you want, with the brick front or the siding that you want, or the stone that you want, with the floors that you want, with the kitchen that you want, with the bathrooms that you want. How much would it cost, worst case scenario, if I'm not here? This is what you would pay. Get that number out, okay? Because without knowing what that ideal house is gonna cost and what that ideal house is gonna look like, it's really hard to negotiate, because builders will not allow you to negotiate on the base price. So if the base price is $800,000, well, you can't touch the base price. Builders won't touch the base price. You can't be like, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Builder, I wanna offer you $750,000 for that $800,000 base price. The buyer will think you're crazy. The builder will say, no, that's not an option. So I'm just telling you that up front. The base price is not touchable, okay? Once you figure out, once you know you're pre-approved, you can afford the house, you have an agent protecting you, you are sitting down with the builder and your agent next to you, and you're picking that option, all the options, and you're figuring out together what that ideal dream home is gonna look like with all the options you want. And at that point, the builder says, all right, base price is $800,000, and they tell you with all these options that you want, now this home, it's gonna be $890,000 with everything that you want, okay? Once you got that far, then you have to decide. What do you want to do next? Do you want to actually buy that house at that price? Or do you want to negotiate on that price? Remember, you can't negotiate on the base price, but here's the thing. What if I tell you you can negotiate on the options? What if there are other things, what if there are other incentives that you can negotiate when you buy a home? Again, that's why having that agent there is so crucial, because he or she, hopefully, if you're working with our team, we know what to do, we know what to say. But if you're working with other agents, hopefully that person will know what to do to try to get you a discount on the options. All right? So the next part here is negotiate. Now, there are different ways to get a good deal or a great deal from a builder. So if you're building yourself a custom home, all right, if you're building yourself a custom home, meaning every single options you picked, it's your choice, all right, you can ask to get a discount on the options. So let's say that $880,000 is the base price plus the lot premium plus everything else you want customized on the house. You can ask to submit an offer. Now, the builder will always say no. We don't negotiate. That's what they always say. Now, sometimes it's true, but sometimes, depending on your agent, you might still be able to submit an offer. So, for example, $880,000 home, you can be like, hey, Mr. Rep for the builder, we would like to offer $850,000 for that $880,000 home. And smile. Now, at that point, the builder's rep will always say, no, we're not negotiating. Sorry, that's not an option. Your agent will then say, well, could you submit it for me? Would you send that up for me? Okay, so it's crucial that you say that, or your agent says that, all right, and ask if you can negotiate. All right, so that's number 4, is negotiate, okay? I hope this has been helpful, guys. Listen, I have a free report available on our website, which is 10 secrets that you should know before buying yourself a new construction home. If you'd like to get a free report on if you'd like a free copy of that free report, text me at 301-825-8793. 301-825-8793, and put on and text me new homes. That's 301-825-8793, and just type in there new homes. I hope this has been helpful. Listen, if I'll be posting new videos weekly to our YouTube channel, and if this has been helpful and you want more tips on how to buy homes, how to sell homes, get a great deal, how to get the best price, how to negotiate, hey, listen, just go to our YouTube channel and subscribe, and I'll make sure that we'll give you good content, great information, so that you get yourself the best possible home at the best price at the least amount of hassle. Take care.